Let me see here. We're going to take I want to, because we never know what we're going to get without a profile picture. It could be good or bad. Hyphenix. We'll see if Hyphenix is how they're doing today. Hyphenix, are you there? The microphone on the bottom left, you might just have to, there we go. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Where you at?
Hey, what's up? I'm in LA, man.
Oh, good deal. Good deal. Welcome to the Ryback show.
I appreciate it. Hey, I was going to say, man, don't you think by blocking a lot of your fans, you're doing yourself a disadvantage? Like over the years, like a lot of people hate you, a lot of people love you, for say, right?
Yep.
And like, say, for example, John Cena, he would say he would want the hate and the love. You know, we love Cena, we hate Cena type of thing, right?
So I can give you so a lot of the people that I block, I don't hate, or I am very focused in moving forward on my goals. I could tell you one thing, it works in my favor anyway. So what happens is when I block people, and oftentimes they don't follow, and the ones that do, I'm not worried about, because what happens is they become obsessed then, and that energy just goes in that hateful direction, but they keep talking about me with it. And how it works in my favor is I don't have to see that negative way of talking and the disrespect, and don't have to tolerate it. And it doesn't mean that I hate anybody. I don't believe, though, that it's fair for somebody to go read a dirt sheet thing and then they feel entitled to take a lie or to take something that they want to believe is true, and then rather than communicate in a fair, nice way, attack somebody and say something in a hateful manner and be disrespectful in a way that they certainly wouldn't act in person. And so you got to remember, I'm not going to sit and argue with people, and I don't want to create a negative, toxic environment and let that exist on the page. Hide, block, move forward, interact with good people. Now, people that I respect and I'm open to criticism all day long on the people I know and respect over situations that I think do warrant being talked about with that. But on social media, I'm not going to allow that to go on. And a lot of times it's people that don't follow me anyways, but that energy, brother, can be used in my favor regardless, because they talk about me still no matter what. So it's just not, it's a matter, and I can't tell you how many times this happens. I just posted it again today. Somebody that did just that read something that was disrespectful, that would say hateful things, they got blocked. They literally came over and like, look, I'm listening to your show. I realized I was wrong. I apologize with everything. A portion will come around at some point in time, but I'm not going to spend my time, though, interacting with somebody with that mindset that like it's a whole dirt sheet, or read something online, come acting in a disrespectful way. And I'm telling you, 99.9% of the time, that's the case and the reason for why it's happening with it. So it's not like I don't worry about it. You got to look, how many people are in the world? There's almost 9 billion people in the world with it. 18,000 is nothing with it. And we're all going to have haters.
Like, what I'm saying, though, brother, you have a business, right? And you have a Feed Me More business that you run. And that's,
absolutely.
That's your life, and that's your bread and your butter, as you say. So what I'm saying is a lot of people, they say different things. Some people say what they mean. Some people don't mean what they say, that sort of thing. But as far as business goes,
I've answered that. That would be being fake. That would be me putting money over my priorities. Would you rather me be real and hold true to myself, or go, fuck, I just want your money, so I'm not going to block you? I think I'm being more honest and genuine by blocking them and saying, you know what? I don't want your money. I don't care about it because I don't like your attitude.
I understand that 100%.
Yep.
Let me just say this to you. as far as WWE goes, all the hate that they have, all the fans, AEW
Absolutely.
fans, all the MMA fans, do they sit there and just block them and take the time, or do they say, no, we want to add the 91 million fans that we have, subscribers, we want to get to 100. We don't give a damn what these motherfuckers have to say, because it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we just want their dollar. Now, I get the concept you're saying. You're running a nutritional company. There's a lot of fakes out there, a lot of steroid guys, as you would say.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this to you, man. See, I was raised in Tampa. My father's name is Eddie Minnett. He runs the powerhouse of Tampa. And I was raised and born, and we were raised in Tampa, but I was living in St. Pete most of my life. And my aunt, she used to run the Gold's Gym out there.
I've trained at that powerhouse, by the way. He owns the powerhouse in Tampa?
Eddie Minnett.
Yeah. I've trained at that gym, yeah.
So you used to come out to my aunt's gym and Gold's Gym, matter of fact.
In St. Pete, yeah.
Yes, sir. And long story short, you used to drive a Nissan Altima,
Yep.
in our handicap spot in the front. So let me just tell you, I used to know you kind of personally, and there was a young lady named Tanya that used to be working out at that gym.
I know Tanya.
I introduced you to Tanya, and you wound up turning on me as a brother, as a person that you knew for a while, that introduced you to that young lady. And for me, brother, it was a big letdown. And I'm going to tell you.
Wait, hold on. Who am I talking to, first of all?
I did not interrupt you.
Wait, I'm asking, no, because you're not telling the truth. You've already lied on the handicap thing situation.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is a guy named Chase that I got kicked out of a WWE event, correct?
Listen, absolutely, in Tampa. So the reason why I got invited there, because Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio.
You are absolutely, I'm not going to sit and argue with you. You are a psycho and you're out of your fucking mind. And you're already lying. We're not going to give you the time of day. God. So that is Chase. Let me give you a little story on Chase, because he's not going to let me tell the story. This guy is an absolute psycho. He got backstage illegally in WWE. I had to have him kicked out by security. This guy used to send death threats and other things to me. So Chase, holy fuck. Fuck off, you loser. Oh, God. Let's end it with a good one. It was only a matter of time. Sean, welcome to the Ryback Show. People that don't have profile pictures, it never fails. And try to lie and say, like, oh, you were parking in a handicap spot. Never. I parked at St. Pete, and I'm going to go ahead and clarify this. It was the St. Pete that Tatanka worked out on 38th Street on that. Always parked in the normal, regular middle of the parking. And the other one, my buddy Chris Pavone works out at, it was St. Pete off 66. I think Macho Man used to work out there. That same thing, parked in the middle of the parking lot or whatever. So good luck, Chase. I'm sure you're going to obsess and you're going to try to find another account. I blocked probably 100 accounts from that guy. Absolute fucking psycho.